The next feature is the personnel list. In the personnel list, we enter all the information about all the cardholders, which are the users of the system. We click on New in order to enter a new cardholder. Here we can fill in all the information like first name, and ID number and gender and so on and so on. We can also load a picture. We can assign a card either from the card list, if there are any available cards, those which are not in use, or similar to what we've seen before, flash a card,
invalid card,
into a desktop reader or a system reader as long as they are checked and have the card number. Of course, we can also enter the card numbers by typing the number. PIN number is used when we would like the cardholder to open a door using his valid card and a PIN number. In that case, we will need to use a keypad reader. We set here the PIN number for this specific cardholder. Of course, the PIN number is individual. A unique feature which KeyKing's controllers and Sphinx 4 is providing is the personal PIN number. This allows the cardholder to open the door without using any card. In that case, the cardholder will just need to enter an 8-digit PIN number. Unlike the 4-digit PIN number, which is used along with the card flashing, for the personal PIN number, we will need to use 8-digit. The 8-digit will be consisted of the PIN ID here and the standard PIN number. If we click Auto, then Sphinx will suggest an automatic PIN ID for the first 4 digits for this specific cardholder. When clicking on the personal PIN enabled, we can determine for which doors among the different doors the personal PIN number for this cardholder will apply, meaning this cardholder will be able to enter these doors without any card. This is actually a kind of a backup method to allow the cardholders to enter the doors even if they, for example, forgot their card and do not have it with them. First card of the day function means that the card will open the door for a longer time if the card is the first one to be flashed since midnight hour. This will happen if this card is supporting this function of first card of the day by ticking it, and the door is configured also to support the first card of the day feature in the door configuration that we've seen previously. Area limited means that this cardholder will be under the rules of anti-passback. Supercard means that this card can open any door as long as that door does not need a PIN number. If we do apply the anti-passback and the area limited mechanism, then we need to determine in which area the cardholder is currently in. Usually we will begin from an outside area since the cardholder should be outside the facility during the first time. Of course, the door should also support the anti-passback feature as we've seen in door configuration. We continue to access level, and here we can find the access level of this cardholder at each one of the doors. So we can specifically determine what will be the timetable that this cardholder can enter each one of the doors. This is based on the timetables that we defined earlier, which are saying in which hours and which days of the week or holidays the cardholder will be able to access the doors. For lift access level and time and attendance LCD display, we will discuss in special chapters as mentioned before. We have finished defining the personal information and the card information, including the access level. Clicking OK will finish the card setup. If the card is not registered in the card list, then this message will appear, and then we need to click yes. Originally, the Sphinx is planned that all the cards to be used by personnel should be first registered, first be in the card list. However, we do not always have to follow that, and if we would like to enter a new card along with the personnel details, we can do so directly, and then just need to confirm that we add this card number to the card list. The new cardholder will be presented in the personnel list. The next icon is the Edit Personnel Information, and it's very similar to the new personnel feature. Delete personnel, personnel access level. It's the same like with the new personnel and edit personnel, just referring to the access level tabs and information only for configuration. And of course we can use the following functions to do search and find and move between the different personnel in the personnel list. In this way we can finish defining the personnel list for all the different departments in our organization. We exit and continue.